guys, welcome back. I'm Maura.
And I'm Riley.
And today we have a very special guest,
Leanna.
She will be joining us today on Sex, Science, and Stripping on Afro Vibes TV.
So, how do we know you?
So, we met through modeling, so that was fun.
Yes.
We're all three part of a group now together.
Yeah, Angels of Serena.
Yes,
That's our
pretty
agency.
fun.
Yay! Look
Yeah.
at us go.
We're getting somewhere in life.
So today we're going to start off, since last time we didn't really talk about any science stuff, we're going to start with some science stuff.
Woo.
And today we're going to talk about hyenas. Because hyenas are very interesting when it comes to their little, mating life. Alright?
Okay.
So the females, which you will notice a lot in the animal kingdom, the females are bigger and they're more aggressive. Okay? And what also makes it hard to tell, male from female, is that the females have pseudo-penises.
Wait, what? Hold on, back it up.
Pseudo-penis means, it's an imitation penis, kind of. It's not really their fault, but it is their fault.
Wait, so do the males have penises as well?
Yeah, the males still have penises. So,
how does that work?
They be sword fighting.
Yeah.
Let me explain this a little better, okay? So the reason they have a pseudopenis is because the female, she infuses, it's a sex hormone and it's called androgen. So she infuses it into her young, while they're developing inside of her. And this causes, the female's reproductive organs to grow, and the clit, it's her clit, it protrudes about 7 inches from her body.
Sumo clit. Holy crap.
Sumo clit.
Sumo clit.
Yeah, so that thing is just there. It looks like a freaking
God.
penis. Yeah, so when they go to
But
mate,
how do they know?
it's really hard. So what they do in their little hyena kingdom or whatever, they start the males off young, trying to get them to have sex with the females. They're you're gonna practice until you get this shit, because basically they have to stick their penis into the female's fake penis.
Wait.
Yes.
So they are sword fighting.
It's basically,
Oh my God.
It's kind of backwards. They have to go up like this.
but they can tell
go,
which.
Do the male penises go like that?
They have to position themselves to where they're able to. Yeah, so I thought that was really interesting. And the whole clit is part of the birthing canal. So when she gives birth, she's giving birth out of her clit, out of the penis. So imagine giving birth out of your penis. If you have a penis.
You're
Or giving birth out your fucking clit hood. God damn it.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I don't know which one's more interesting, the bees or the hyenas. I feel bad for those bees. I'm sorry. I'll live a hard life.
Okay, but when the female hyenas give birth, sometimes the clit will rip because they're pushing out 2-pound pups. And that can be fatal. They can die from that. Yeah.
So it's kind of like females, but not as bad.
They usually have about 1 pup, I think.
One pup.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I know whenever humans, we have babies, sometimes our holes become one hole.
Yes, it tears right down. Ooh, I do not want to imagine giving birth right now.
I'm good. I don't want to be.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling without any kids.
Every time my grandma gets drunk, she starts talking about her fucking surgery between her vagina and asshole, putting it back together. We're like, Jojo, please calm down. I know you feeling the red wine. We don't want to hear that. We heard it 5 times already this year.
Yeah, so that's about all I have for the hyenas.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know. We can get into I was talking about my pimp experience the last show. So I think we're on pimp.
What's a pimp? First
Oh,
of all,
okay, so
what's not simping? How does this work?
Pimping is not simping, or it really could be. So you have different types of pimps, but really a pimp is kind of like a financial manager for sex trafficking, but it's groomed sex trafficking. So it's still the same thing, but it's just groomed to where the girls kind of do it by choice until they really don't have a choice.
Yeah.
So you have some pimps that are really girlfriend, they're boyfriend pimps. They really have a girlfriend, and the girlfriend just brings home girlfriends to
Okay.
Yeah. And then you have pseudo gorilla pimps who beat their bitches, and that's straight prostitution pimps. They have them walking on the streets, in hotel rooms, and they're very abusive. And then you also have nonchalant pimps who just pimp on stripper bitches, which is me.
As
Lucky me.
So lucky.
Yeah.
long as you don't have the one that beats you, right?
No, this one was I was with this gentleman the longest time. So like the first couple guys, I didn't really spend a lot of time with them. Like I spent like maybe 4 days each, and then I would like a red flag would happen, and I'd be like, fuck no, like I gotta get the fuck out of here. But the third guy was like a lot cooler, and he was a young guy, and so it was kind of like, oh, thank God, because I just got out of like a pimp situation who was really mean. And he was like, bitch, go make your money. Like, shut up, ho. Like, straight up, just like degrading.
See, I wouldn't like someone telling me to shut up, ho. Like, I don't know,
Exactly.
just don't know.
Exactly. And I have authority issues, so I don't know why the fuck I had a pimp in the first place. Like, does not make sense. But you know what? I did have one guy, he told me one time, he was like, you act like you're the pimp in this situation. Like, why the fuck you telling me what to do? And I was like, you just a year older than me, bro. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I've been in the gang longer than you. Like, I do know what I'm doing. Maybe I am the pimp. I be knocking the bitches for you, so maybe I am. But, yeah, so it's talking about how this girl, I met her at work, another coworker, and she was pretty much like, come home with me, come smoke, come chill, because I had just, like, quit my other dude. And so we went over to her house, and I'm meeting up with the guy, and they're pretty fucking cool at first, because they're just, like, young, beautiful guys who have, like,
When you
other
say
things-
young, what do you mean
okay,
young? How
this guy, my first one was, like, 38. The second one was, like, an older guy, because I was like, if he's old, he probably has some wisdom, right? And so, like, I was
You would
tired.
think.
Yeah, so I was tired of being bullied by a fat motherfucker. So I went and chose up with this guy, and he's like 28. So he's like the younger one, or maybe 26, 27, 28-ish.
Do you know how they get into that?
Yeah, so like most
what
of
do they have to do?
yeah, most of the time it's kind of like a family thing. Like their uncles, their dad, or their cousins do it.
Mhm.
And so once someone gets kind of established, it's never consistent. Like you always are circling through hoes, like or girls or whatever. But they're always like putting their homeboys on, or just their homeboys are always around the situation. So eventually they kind of soak up the information, and then they can go to the strip clubs and start recruiting their own team, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy, we were at his crib and we were just like smoking and drinking because like she was like, we can have a good time. Like, you seem like you're in some fucked up shit. Come hang out with us and have a good time. And I was like, fuck yeah, like 19. No, I was like 18 at the time. I was like, let's go party. Like, I'm ready. So we go over to his crib. He's like, give me your phone. And I was like, okay, like, here's my phone. And he's like, pull up your old dude. So I pull up his number. He's like, press the call button. And I pressed it. And I was like, please don't embarrass me. Like, I don't want to be rude right now. Like, I don't fuck with this guy, but he kept me alive for 4 days, put a shelter over my head. Like, don't be too rude. So, but he was like, I got your bitch. Like, I need her shit tomorrow. Fuck you, bro. Like, I got your bitch. I knocked a hoe from you. This is the third one I got this year. And I was just like, third one you got this. Like, I was sitting there like, oh my God, like, this man, he's gonna make me look like such a fucking bitch right now. But that's what they do. Like, every time they steal a girl from another guy, they have to flex. They're like, stole your bitch, bro. She wasn't,
They're like,
she
yeah, I
was
did
solid
that.
for you.
So they're at like war with each other. Like all the pimps are like
It's
against each other.
competition. Yeah, it's competition, for real. And
Like,
it's
who can get the most, or like
the best.
Okay.
Like, the bitch who stays down, is loyal, and makes the most money without fucking complaining, like, at all. But, like, good luck for that. Nowadays, I like to call pimps, like, gay babysitters, because who the fuck wants to surround themselves with a bunch of, like, females and take care of their fashion needs and, like, all this other shit. I don't fuck
That
with
makes
it. But, yeah, so I was with him from Thanksgiving one year until March the next year, and we worked every single fucking day besides Valentine's Day. Like, every single day. Whether you were sick, whether you were hurting, whether you were tired.
was there ever a point like you just wanted to leave but you couldn't leave?
Yeah, so like sometimes they take your identification, they take your car, they take your phone, they literally, like, it's human trafficking, but it's just groomed. So they might say, like, you didn't make enough money, I'm taking your phone from you. Like, last night, you want your phone back? Give me $2,000.
But they're not paying you. You're paying
No.
them.
Yeah. And, like, I kind of went into it the last video, but it's kind of like the psychology behind all of it is, like, these girls don't really have much. And so it's like a financial stability.
Okay, so just having a
relationship.
place to live. And,
Yeah, not having to worry about adulting. Like, this man's gonna take care of everything. Maybe he can put me in a business, but they never do.
yeah.
Like, they put you in stuff, but, like, it's never in your name, and they take it back.
Yeah.
So, that's why girls always constantly fucking lose shit, like, after each But yeah, it ended up being just like any other pimp situation, like, it was really ugly. Like, those situations are ugly. They hold their girls down, they rape them, they beat them. There were nights where, like, girls were screaming, like, just tumbling downstairs, flights of stairs down these beautiful ass homes, just screaming. Like, and it could be something over, like, talking back, or, like, saying something out of pocket, or not making enough money, or just drinking too much that night. Like, it could be anything
That's
settled.
so scary.
Yeah,
Like,
it could be anything settled, but I think a lot of girls, they like that fear state because it's kind of like brings them towards their child home.
mhm.
So it feels a little like familiar.
Yeah, it's like them trying to like go home.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
And they literally, like, some of them, they might give you a nickname, but once you're, like, established, you have to call them daddy. Like, it's weird. I don't know. You can call your boyfriend daddy or your dad daddy, but, like, your man
I don't know. Like, I feel
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I don't like calling my
Exactly,
boyfriend,
but it's-
like, I don't have a boyfriend, but like,
Yeah.
I had one daddy or like baby
Yeah.
mama. Like, hold on, whoa.
Mhm. Yeah, it's weird. It's just because they want you to put them in that, like, God status.
Yeah.
Like, that's daddy. Like, he take care of my shit. But no, he doesn't, bitch. But, yeah, so there's been nights where, like, girls would, like, go to work with, like, black eyes and bruises all over their bodies. That's how you know, like, either a stripper, if she's covered in bruises, either she's beat or she puts a lot of work into her pole art.
Like this one. She always
Yeah.
comes back with bruises. She's like, I got pole burn.
Yeah, I literally have pole burn in my armpit right now. It's raw. I can't shave my armpit.
I don't have a hairy pit.
I know, one hairy pit.
Cute.
That's not gonna stink a little bit more. That's
That's why she's sitting over there.
Yeah.
Away from everyone. I don't want to smell you.
Sorry about my flesh is raw. as- Oh yeah, so, but if you are in a situation, I will say, if you get in trouble for drinking, drink your coffee at night so you don't smell like alcohol in the morning or whatever. But
So they like restrict how much you can drink.
they
like
restrict
alcohol?
everything. So, like, my first guy they all put me on a diet. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like,
you couldn't eat certain stuff. Or
yeah,
like,
bro, like, we had a personal trainer. We had a makeup artist. We had a hair artist. We had
Okay, that must be nice, but I don't want to deal with all that
No,
together.
yeah.
No, heck no.
They provided resources that, like, seemed kind of cool just to keep the image alive.
Yeah.
Like the big mansion and the makeup and the trainers and music videos and all this
But it's
other
all a
shit.
trap.
Yeah, it's all a trap. And it's basically like doing the bare fucking minimum to, like, maintain your look to make more money. But girls, they're like, oh my god, I've never worn like $1,000 extensions
Yeah.
before, like $200 sets and
Mm-hmm.
little shit like
So,
that.
what's the scariest thing that has happened to you? You
Not to me, but, like, to my homegirl, she had to run for her life. Like, she threw her dog, and her duffel bag out of a 2-story house just to get away from him. Because, like, some of these guys have security.
Yeah.
Like, you can't leave. They have cameras and security, and they live in big mansions in the buttfuck of, like, South Dallas, like, way from the city.
That's
Yeah, so, like, even if you do get in a car, like, even if you do, like, you still have to travel to get back to the city. Like, they draw you away from everybody. Like, your family, your friends, you can't have social media, all that shit. It's trafficking, but it's groom trafficking.
yeah.
And try to
Um,
make it look like lavish.
Yeah, they really do. So, I worked every day until March, and then we went to spring break, and we went on vacation for the first time in, like, since fucking Thanksgiving. Worked every single day, and some of those days I was working doubles, and I was super malnourished. Like, that was the skinniest I've ever been in my life. I don't even know how much I weighed, but I lived off of ramen noodles and tequila shots. Like, a bitch was, like, detoxing.
Ramen noodles like hit different though sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I swear. I
Yeah.
swear.
Especially when it was a long shift, and it was just, like,
There's like no nutrition in it though.
I know, literally.
Just carbs.
Yeah, occasionally you might get a cracked egg if the guy went grocery shopping. That was another fucking thing. All that money, that big ass house, and you ain't got no snacks in your fridge or your pantry, bro.
I don't understand that. Like, that's the most important part. Like, if I had to mention, my.
Yeah.
The pantry will be full.
Yeah.
Well, it better be. If I'm making that much money and I don't have food, that's a problem.
I think Lizzo just made like a little TikTok video. She's like, $24 million home, ain't got no snacks or anything in this shit. And she about her food on TikToks.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Thanks for joining us. I'm Maura.
And I'm Riley.
I'm Leanna.
This is Sex, Science, and Stripping, and you're watching on Afro Vibes TV. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Maura.
And I'm Riley.
I'm Leanna.
This is Sex, Science, and Stripping, and you're watching on Afro Vibes TV. We're going to dive right back where we left off.
Yes, dude number 3. So yeah, we had a big old house, no food in that bitch. There was a lot of other things too, like we had we had dogs occasionally. Like we had security dogs that would keep we'd get the house broken into, like occasionally and get robbed.
How do people break in and?
Because it's a lot of money. That was before we had the dog and the cameras. But we do have a security guy, but he was like a little piehead, like munchier too. Like he would be smoking and he'd be passed the fuck out, like that. Like if something went down, it'd be like, John, get the fuck up, bro. John.
Like the house is being broken into. Come on.
Yeah. I think we only had John. That's not even his name, but we only had John around just for the looks. Like when we went out to clubbing, because the dude was like super, like he's like 6 foot, but he's super scrawny. So like he needed something, He needed a fucking security guy. Cause one little clocking like on the temple and he would probably be knocked the fuck out. But yeah, so we always had girls coming in and out of the house, and so there's been a couple like fun stories, like fighting stories and like theft that would happen. And so like the fucked up thing about it was because the girl who recruited me to go live with them, he started putting shit in my head to want to fight her, and he started putting shit in her head to fight me, because they don't want a friendship connection between the hoes. Like they want just to like, you are faithful to the pimp.
Yeah.
You aren't faithful to the bitches. Even though she knocked you, put you in a nice little home, whatever. Fuck that hoe. You're in competition with her. Like, and you make more money than her.
But y'all you didn't know that was gonna happen. Like you
no,
just thought you were gonna have a good night.
Bitch. I started hating that bitch. That bitch would get I was real solid and really quiet, but she would get home drunk and she'd just be saying some out of pocket shit, and I would just be like, bro, do you want to get hit or shut the fuck up? Like, what's up, bro? But she ended up quitting or moving back to California or some shit. I don't know. She disappeared, but a new bitch came, and she was from fucking New York. And so we had a bottom bitch is the main bitch. So our bottom bitch was a multi-million-dollar bitch who made millions every single year, because she would have those big customers where she would leave the country with them for 2 weeks and come back with 40 racks. This bitch would be breaking me, breaking tricks.
She wasn't playing around.
She was not playing, but she'd come back and be like, oh my god, Samuel drove me crazy for 2 weeks straight in these hotel rooms, getting kicked out, doing drugs, fighting. She'd be going through some shit for the 40 racks, but she made money. But one time we had a new bitch come in from New York, and she was kind of cool, whatever. I was kind of content with her, but she started to get real fucking needy because she had a baby in New York. She's like, dude, I need money to send back to my family. And he promised her I'll send you 10 racks, you go and then come back.
Yeah.
And by the time she was ready to leave, he was like, I ain't giving you shit. And so she's like, okay, what can I do? And so she stole a Rolex from the other bitch, a $35,000 Rolex that was iced out. And yeah, we didn't find out until the next week he told her to go steal it, because it was insured. So he was like, steal the Rolex, we'll get a replacement, it's 35 bands. So she kind of lucked out in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But still, we were like, what the fuck? This bitch just stuck, you didn't want to give her $9K, so you gave her $35,000 from a watch, but I guess he wasn't paying for it.
Yeah,
he was
getting
reimbursed.
free, so yeah.
But yeah, smart move on I'm gonna take notes from that.
You can get a new one. Don't worry. I'm
Yeah.
just taking this one.
35K watch, no problem.
I feel like
Take
that's
it.
hard to like cash in though. Like, here's a Rolex.
I mean,
$35,000.
once
Yeah.
I,
they
she
would
took
need
the
some-
box and the receipt and everything, and you just
Oh,
have
that's
to.
smart.
Yeah, you can go. Like, I don't know if like it was reported stolen or if they can see like on the serial number or anything. I don't know. I don't have a watch.
I mean, she was
We're not
lucky though
iced
with
out.
finding the receipt, because like even me,
Mhm.
I lose receipts all the time. Like
Bro,
I can
yeah.
imagine.
Yeah. So that was one story. But it's really sad because, like, we've lived with girls before, and, like, there's reports coming out now that, like, they're dead. Yeah, like, people are killing girls that I used to live with. And it was just kind of weird because it's like, I didn't really fuck with that bitch, but, like, I lived with her.
Yeah.
But it's really sad because these girls are, like, moms, too. Oh my gosh, that's another fucking thing. We had a kid because we all raised the kid. But it was really, like, some other bitch's kid. And everybody put their little part in to fucking make sure the kid was good. But it was just like everybody was a mom and a prostitute at the same time. It's just too much.
So crazy.
Mm-mm.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Mhm. Yeah. And then so we got back from like spring break and I was planning to leave because I wasn't getting shit out of it. So I was like, I'm ready to leave. I got my vacation. Like I was here for 4 months. They worked the fuck out of me. I'm malnourished. I'm sick. Pardon me. So I was making a pact to leave with like 3 other girls. And we're like, we're gonna leave this day after work. We're gonna save up for the weekend. I have a locker, you have a locker. We're just gonna put money in our locker and give them like half of what we make. And literally, I went to work and the guy texted me an hour later and was like, you're fired, we're done. She snitched on me. And it was her idea too. She's like, I'm really tired of this, bro. Like, some shit happened in Miami where he made his 2 favorite bitches fight in the street. And so, like, it was just crazy. Like, they like me. Like,
So what if like he didn't fire you? Like, is there situations that happen like they just let you come home and then they end up raping and killing you? Do they ever do that? Does it ever work like that?
yeah,
I
no,
mean,
there's, like, really dangerous dudes out there. Like, my friend who had to jump out of a window.
Yeah.
She wanted to leave, but he wouldn't let her. And he was like, I will literally fucking kill you. You can stay here, or I will fucking kill you. And I've done it before. And, like, I don't doubt it, because there's
Yeah.
also other girls where their dudes have literally killed people at the club. Like, pop.
That's
And then,
insane.
yeah, but they have so much money, they pay the lawyer off. And,
It
like,
doesn't. Yeah.
yeah, so it's, like, super fucking dangerous.
Money
and it's
is dangerous.
Yeah, money
very dangerous.
is very dangerous.
It's a good and a bad thing sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just to wrap that story up, I quit, and then like a week later there was another bitch who came in, and I loved our makeup artist, and our makeup artist was like, she's like an older woman, she knew exactly what we were doing in our situation, but she was like such a mentor. She was like, look, I know where you are, but we're gonna at least make sure you look good, and at least I can be here so I know you're safe. And so she was like really sweet. So I got to meet do y'all know Vita Loca?
Mm-mm.
Like,
I've heard of her. Yes. I've heard of
she's a radio host, and I got to fucking meet this bitch because apparently the makeup artist and her were like best friends.
Yeah.
And so I got to go to like one of my fucking celebrity crushes' house and like eat fried chicken. Her fried
That's
chicken that
so
she made.
sick.
Yeah, and like she was just like super fun. Like she has a radio show.
Yeah.
So she was just like, girl, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I'm a dancer. And she's like, girl, I knew because your shoes are really fun. I was wearing like some goofy ass heels. And she was just like, I love dancing. Like, we're going to drink. We're going to eat some chicken and yada yada. And that was like the best highlight of that situation. The whole 4 months was meeting Vita Loca.
You're like, whatever.
Yeah. But a bitch came in with her makeup looking like our makeup artist did it. And I was like, the makeup artist, like, she has a distinct look. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, you're real pretty. I know what foundation that is. I know what highlight it is. And I know those fucking lashes when I see them. And I know them eyebrow arches when I see them too. So I knew exactly what she was like. She was part of my old folks. And so she was in the locker room one day, like, bragging to other bitches, like, yeah, I got a boyfriend, he raps. I said, who? I said, who, bitch? And so it started, like, this whole ass other fight. Because she was going around the club saying, Vixen gonna beat me up. Vixen, that's my other stripper name. And she was going around the club saying, Vixen's gonna beat me up. And I was literally like, bro, I was just checking to see where you get your makeup done. And she was like, oh, I do it myself. I was like, oh, okay, girl. Like, I see you. So, who's you do? Like, let me see. Like, you're very beautiful. Let me see what you partnering up with. She shows me his Instagram. I said, oh, okay. All right. And so, like, she's going around starting all this drama because she's tapping into her dude and was like, hey, this cute bitch is, like, wanting to know, like, who I am. Ends up being, like, his ex-hoe, me. So, like, she was trying to knock me, but she realized who I was, how I wasn't cool with them no more. So she started beef with the whole club. And the manager had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend beat up the bitch for me. It was just, like, a really weird situation.
Crazy.
But occasionally I run into them, and I get them kicked out of my club, my home club, just to fuck with them sometimes.
Yeah, at least you get them kicked out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, occasionally I'll kick them out. But other times I'm just like, I don't fucking care anymore, bro. Like,
Does that girl still work there?
no, she actually, bro, she was a week. She, I think she only lived with them for like 3 weeks and she got beat up that one night and just like fucking left. Went back to, that was another Cali bitch. Yeah, he was flying bitches from California. Yeah.
Why? What's the point
Well,
of that?
just to live with him and to take their money and shit. Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah. They be flying bitches in. Shit.
Do you want me to end it with an animal? Or do you want to keep going?
Oh, we can talk about an animal real quick.
Okay. I have another one lined up.
It's so interesting to me. Like, I love learning all of this.
Yes, we're very different, but
Just getting educated.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
So the animal that I have next for us is called the red-sided garter snake.
So it's a snake.
It's a snake. It's a little snake. So the females, they're like really badass, in my opinion. Okay, so what happens is the female, she'll like emerge when she wants to mate. She's like, okay, it's mating season. Let's go. She releases her pheromones, and hundreds of males come after her.
Hundreds?
Hundreds.
Wait, so the ratio of like male to female apparently isn't up to.
Oh no, it's not good. So what happens is there's so many of them, they create this giant ball of snakes, and it's just a giant snake orgy. They're just all trying to have sex with her.
I thought they were just gonna like compete to like see who got her or something. What? That's interesting.
No, they're all like trying to bang her, you know,
Wow.
whatever. So what's interesting about the males, I've also read that this is kind of common in snakes, but they have 2 penises on each side.
Oh.
So what happens is like when the male's like in the ball, the orgy ball, whatever, he tries to find like the position that's gonna like be the most likely to get to her, to impregnate her. So he chooses a side. He's like, okay, this side's good. I'm gonna try to get in there. You
You
know?
got the other one.
Yeah. So another interesting fact about this is they have she-male snakes.
Oh,
The
wow.
same sex? I mean, the same
The same
species?
Yeah, same species. Still the red-sided garter snake.
Okay.
Yeah,
So they have male, female, and
and the she-male.
is she male?
So
That's so
basically, what the she-male snake is it's a male snake, but he comes out, he emerges, and he releases the same pheromone that the females do. So all the males go to him, and they like try to mate with him.
Why?
So scientists think that it has to do with like protection and to keep warm or whatever. Like it's like a little shelter for him, or he likes the attention.
Yeah. I think he's just for joy. Nothing.
He said, "Hey, I'm here, boys."
Trying to boogie with our multi penises.
Yeah.
I didn't know other species have multiple penises. I know like sharks.
I didn't know there could be a Yishi, like a snake.
Yeah, I was
Crazy.
thinking asexual maybe, but
No, he just does it to do it. I'm just like, he doesn't want to go for the females. He just wants to get all the male attention.
that's interesting.
I know.
I wonder if they're just sexually confused. Like,
They don't know what they want.
if I have the pheromone, I release it, right?
Yeah, he's just doing it. Like, it's just instinct to them.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. So somewhere, something happened. He's
Oh my
like,
gosh, maybe we should research them.
this is what I'm going to do.
They need to write a song for what's it? I bring all the Boys to the Yard.
Yeah.
It's better.
That's right.
You bring all the
My
boys to the yard.
pheromones bring all the boys to the yard.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're like, it's better than your bitches.
Isn't it Mr. Snake? We love Mr. Snake's name.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
on
I had
this
fun.
episode.
Loved it.
This was our guest.
Yes.
Thank you for
And
having me.
you have another show?
Yes, I do have my own show. It's called J Views. So if y'all want to come check it out, y'all need to come on there with me.
Yes.
We have to do an episode.
Guest star.
Hell yeah. Well, I'll definitely do that next time. We're in town.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Maura.
And I'm Riley.
And I'm Leanna.
This is Sex, Science, and Stripping, and you're watching on Afro Vibes TV.